Good evening, PCS Nation subscribers. It's your pal Glenn wrapping up Thursday night. It's a little after 9 o'clock. I'm just coming home from dinner with my younger son and junior meme slinger apprentice, Justin, which we do every Thursday night. So Thursdays are always a good night for me. And I'm feeling happy and settled under normal circumstances anyway on Thursday night. Today was an unexpectedly eventful day for PCS, though. So just wanted to go over that a little, and probably a lot of you read the post I just put up. But just to go into it a little deeper, if you missed that, we had some crazy shit happen today on the page. And it started out with just a normal post on the Substack platform. And what we did was we cross-posted that over to Facebook with a link. Instead of doing two separate posts, one on Facebook. We've been doing that. It's been working out pretty well. What happened today was we put this post up, and I put it up, and it sat there a couple minutes, and I'm looking at the numbers, and what happens is when we put something up on the page, it gives us a count up of what's going on, like how many people are seeing it, how many screens it's reaching it. That's when you hear me talk about reach. Reach is the number of screens that any given post gets to. And just a bad post of ours usually at least hits 3,000-4,000 screens. Put up this post, and you know, we kind of know that when we put the Substack stuff up on Facebook, it's not going to do as well because they don't want it to. And I know that, and I've been talking about it for 4 years and telling you all about shadow banning. But something just kind of snapped in me today, and I decided to be a little more proactive about it. So I put this post up, and it was a post about the BLM Inc. miscreants threatening violence in New York City over just some stuff that's coming. The post's up there. Probably a lot of you probably saw this. I'm just trying to catch you guys up on who didn't see it. So we put that up, and it was doing nothing. I'm sitting there watching, and I'm like, fucking zero screens for like 20 minutes. I'm like, this is ridiculous. This is just stupid. Because I know what's going on, and it's just frustrating. And a couple more minutes go by, and there's like 13 people saw it, and a couple more minutes, and like 19 people saw it. We're like 20 minutes into a post under normal circumstances without the Substack link on it. 500 people see it in the first couple of minutes. 1,000 people see it in the first 10 minutes. So this was just sitting there doing nothing, and I knew nobody was seeing it. I just knew it. They weren't letting you see this post because of the content and because it had the Substack tag on it. So I put a second post after it, like about 10 minutes later, I guess, maybe, don't hold me to the time, but it was just after that post. And I said, you know, I just put a post up a couple minutes ago that had the Substack link on it, and I know they're suppressing that, and I know they're shadow banning and not letting you see it. So if you were on Substack, that wouldn't be happening because you'd be seeing it because we don't play that shit. So just be aware of this and like what's happening. And I just kind of did a post like along those lines, like saying, this is what's up, man. This is what they're doing to you. And apparently people saw that one because my phone just started going ding, 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 ding. 15 minutes later, it was just going bananas. I'm like, what the hell is this all about? And I picked up the phone and I looked at it, and just boom, people started coming over to Substack because they were seeing. I didn't know this at that point, and I did actually ask later, but people were just coming over to Substack, like just over and over and over. The phone was ringing with a notification that somebody signed up. It was mostly free signups, but we ended up, at last I checked about maybe 15 minutes ago, we picked up 90 new people following us on Substack now. And that's the biggest day we've had since we started, including day one. Like day one wasn't even that big. So I put it up on Substack, and I guess a lot of you must have saw that too, but where I said, like, what's causing this? Like, what's going on over there? What are you seeing? And I kind of figured it was that, but I just wanted to like verify it. And the answers I was getting back, which you can also see if you go into the archives on that post, were that it was because of that. It was because of that post, and people were getting pissed. Like, you're really not letting me see this. This guy's not full of shit, man. Shadow ban is a real fucking thing. And it is, and I've been telling you that for 4 years. And I get it, that like people are like, all right, you're saying that, but it's not that big a deal to me. It's a way bigger deal to me than it is to you guys, and I get that. But people really got a chance to see this in play today and to see what Facebook does to you and how they treat you like a child. It's so offensive to me that they do that they treat us all like that, and they decide this is not for you to see. We don't agree with it, so you can't see it, and they block it. And people were telling me on this thread that they weren't getting it. And I went up to dinner with my son, and he pulled out his phone, and he showed me. He's like, I was telling him about this. He's like, I don't even know what you're talking about. And he opened up his phone, and sure enough, those posts weren't there. Because Facebook's doing that to you guys. And I at the risk of this sounding really silly and trivial in the grand scheme of things, I felt really vindicated by this because I've been screaming this out. And Missy, if you're out there, I know you've been going through it too recently, but over the long term too. Like we talk a lot. Missy runs Rogue Memes and Job Applications, which are 2 killer pages, and you should check them out. I'll pop some links up for you. But we've been going through this for years, like since we started. And there was a vindication for me in that people got to actually see what happens and what we deal with. And as a result of that, what happens to you and the way you're treated by these scumbags, these superior, condescending pricks that you have to just line up with their ideology and their worldview, or you don't count. And you get treated like this. You get treated like a child, like we all did. But anyway, it was a big day here. We added almost 100 people to Substack, which is huge. And I said in the post, it's not the biggest win. The biggest win was the fact that people got to see what's going on and to see how they're being treated. But we did pull in about, I think it was 92 last count, new people, mostly free signups, which is wonderful. That's just fine. I just want you here. The paid stuff, it's there if you want it. And you're a step closer to that if you signed up for free. Well, you're not hearing this if you signed up for free because this is just for you guys. So the couple of people who did subscribe for a monthly, which I saw a couple of you today. I don't know your names or anything because it doesn't really show up. And there was just so much going on. I missed a lot. But if you're hearing this, this is one of your perks, man. You get to walk home with me at night sometimes. And sometimes you get to walk to work in the morning with me. And just for whatever that's worth to you. Maybe you'll hate it. Maybe you won't. But there's a lot of cool stuff on the paid stuff. So if you're hearing this, you're a paid subscriber, you're a new paid subscriber, thank you for coming in. If you are on here, pop it up in the comments and tell me, just back it up a little bit more. If that's the reason why, because of what transpired today. And welcome to the page. And I'm glad you're here. And it was just such a great day, and it ended well, and me and Linda were having a lot of fun with it. And I got actually more stuff that I got to tell you that happened today from Facebook. That's ridiculous and embarrassing, but it just started getting long, so I'm going to save that for a separate post tomorrow. Great day here on PCS Nation Substack. And I just wanted to jump in tonight for a little late night G-Walk, late night edition, and get you filled in on all that and say thank you to everybody one more time for all your support and everything you do for me here. And we're chugging along and we're getting bigger. We jumped about 20% today, just in one day, just because of that. So on that note, we actually found some new tools that we can work with to try and drive a little traffic into the place. And that's working to our advantage too. But the big thing was body slamming Facebook and calling them out on their bullshit. Yeah, we talked about it. And yeah, I know what's been going on. And a lot of you too appreciate it too. I know a lot of you got it, but it was nice to see it. And to see it in a tangible form that you can say, wow, these guys are scumbags and look what they do. And get pissed off enough. You found that line we were talking about the other night where you got pissed off enough that you made that jump over to Substack and you're checking us out here. So big day for us today. Big day for you today. Big win just for the good guys today in exposing some of this bullshit from Facebook. I don't know where to go with it from here. It's just, it is what it is. And we benefited a little bit from it today. And like I said, I'm feeling pretty good about it. And in the grand scheme of things, I understand it's not that big of a deal. It was a big deal for us, and it was a big deal for you, I think. And I'm glad we got to go through all this together and just get a little more insight on the bullshit that goes on here. There, not here, because we don't play that game here. We're all cool, and we all chilling here. So anyway, it's late. I'm going to wrap this up, go inside, do a little writing, get some sleep. Hope everybody had a great day today, has a great night tonight. We're going to kick some more ass tomorrow, expose some more meta Facebook douchebag scumbaggery, and that's going to be fun too. So see you all in the morning. Sweet dreams. I love you guys. Thank you for everything. And I'm out of here.